Hey, welcome to Across the Board podcast. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Mackenzie, and we're going to cover every topic across the board, including, but not limited to, political topics, hockey topics, baseball topics, and some other cool scientific discoveries, and even some spam mail, which we all seem to be getting nowadays.
Cool science topics. Wow, really hitting the nail on that one.
So, we're Canadian, and our political system works a little bit different than America. But there's basically three main political parties, right? The NDP, the Liberals, and the
Green Party.
Oh, the Green Party. They're kind of...
And Conservative Party.
Yeah, and the Conservative Party. Well, in Canada, we also have parties called the Communist Party, the Pirate Party, the Marijuana Party, and the Rhinoceros Party. It's Canada.
Hey, America has the Tea Party, so...
Yeah, it's a good point. But recently in headlines, the NDP, the New Democratic Party, for those that don't know what it stands for, they've been targeting the Liberals and the Conservatives a lot, like just attacking them. But the Liberals, they're leading the race right now, followed by the Conservatives and the NDP. And the NDP have been losing
I bet it's
ground.
Justin Trudeau's eyes. They just suck you right in.
Yeah, the NDP have been losing ground, and so they're starting to try to attack them to try to get more, to try to get votes from them?
Seats.
Yeah.
Seats in the... It's kind of like getting the Air Canada Centre full.
If you're Canadian, you don't care, but if you're American, seats in Canada, we're very equal. It's
so is America. They only have two parties.
Yeah.
Goes 50-50 most of the time.
All right, we don't know much about American politics, but the area we live in, the person that has won our area, he's been conservative, and he's won it for years.
Ever since we've been born, basically.
Yeah, he's been in power, right? He's been re-voted. His name was Gary Schallenberger. But he retired. There's new people running.
So it's a fresh new riding, basically.
Yeah, and the people that are all running right now have never won. So it's really like they're rookies. They don't really know what they're gonna do. They don't know what they're gonna say. They don't. And one of them, he got in trouble for what he said. One of the things he said because it went against his party's values. That was Ethan Rabideau. But
whatever.
And they've also, when they're targeting each other, there's been tons of attack ads too.
And personally, I hate attack ads and make fun of them every time.
Come
on, Justin, why are you stuck on the escalator? It's going the other way. The one that goes up is right beside you, and now you just change the other one, so now you have two ones going up and none going down.
Yeah, and it all started with the Conservatives.
Nice hair, Joe.
Yeah, it all started with the Conservatives on an attack on the Liberals. And the Liberal Party leader, he's youngish. He's in his mid-40s, right? And he has nice hair, as they would say.
That's young, apparently.
Yeah.
He's 40.
So the Conservatives are saying, oh, he's not ready, he's not this. And at the end, he's got nice hair. And so that started a whole thing with now the Liberals made an attack at the Conservatives. And they're saying at the end, there's a guy that says, he doesn't have very nice hair. So... this is Canada. In America, you judge each other. In Canada, we make fun of your hair. Yeah. Want to talk about the Liberals?
Well, what about them?
The Liberals, they in Canada throughout history, they've been a powerhouse. It's really been the Liberals and the Conservatives. And the Conservatives,
the NDP is kind of the new kid on the block. Isn't it?
Well, they are the new Democratic Party, but whatever. But the Conservatives, they were just in power, right? They've been in power the past couple of years, and now there's a revote. And personally, I think the Liberals are gonna win.
I don't know. Honestly, if Jack Layton didn't die, he probably would have been the prime minister, because he was really gaining ground. He went from being the third party to the opposition.
Yeah. Jack Layton was the NDP's leader, but he was diagnosed with cancer, and then he died.
Yeah.
And now it's Tom Mulcair.
Well, that's probably it for politics.
Yeah, politics aren't the most interesting thing in Canada, but I mean, you have to deal with them. So
yeah. All right, let's move on to hockey. And well,
another Leaf season.
Gonna be better than last year, I think.
Yeah.
Because
Mitch Marner. Oh wait.
No.
Never mind.
Hey. You gotta send him down.
Yeah.
I feel like used to rush him way too much.
Yeah, they need to leave Mitch Marner. They need to wait. Honestly, I think at least 2 years for Marner. For William Nylander, I think next year he'd be ready.
Yeah, next year.
Kasperi Kapanen, and this year he could be ready, but I'm perfectly fine if they wait till next year.
Oh
right?
Man.
I'm perfectly fine.
Just imagine a line of Connor Brown, Nylander, and Kapanen.
Yeah, Connor Brown and who's that other guy? Setaguchi.
What?
I'm kind of disappointed that he didn't make the team this year.
Yeah, that was a long shot. It was kind of like giving this guy a shot, and nothing really came out of it.
Yeah, well, he was one of those players that he was given a contract early.
PTO player.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, professional tryout.
Yeah.
But he was given a contract early, didn't work out. Gave him a professional tryout, and he's just one of those rookies that like doesn't
He
work.
wasn't a rookie. What are you talking about? He's
No.
27.
When he was originally a rookie.
Oh yeah.
But the new lines, new players, like
waiver wire. They just claimed another guy, eh?
yeah.
Because they need. Well, now they got a right-handed defenseman.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the new lines, the new coach will help make those new lines,
New
along
GM.
with a new GM, new scouts, new pretty much everything, except president.
Well,
right?
you can't get rid of Shanahan.
Well, no.
No one can get rid of Shanahan.
But yeah, like new coach, like Mike Babcock.
Yes.
I don't think. I think there was probably a 60% chance he went to Buffalo, 39% chance he went to
Edmonton.
back to Detroit, and like a 1% chance he went to any of the 28 other teams. Hopefully 29 or like 30 next year. But to any of the other
yes,
28
expansion.
teams. Yeah, we'll talk about that after. But like, and he chose Toronto. When I saw that, I didn't believe it.
Well, you know, he is from Ontario, so that's a really bad Babcock impression.
Yeah. And Lou Lamoriello too. He did a great job in over there in
with
New
the
Jersey.
Sopranos in New Jersey.
Yeah. But I mean, like I feel like he's gonna be good for the team. The trades he's gonna make. I'm sure he's gonna make some questionable trades because they're in a rebuild.
No.
No. But no,
He isn't gonna make questionable trades.
No, the trades will be questionable, but they'll be the right thing, right? Like.
Yeah, because he's got so many other guys that are whispering in his ear. Shanahan, Babcock.
Yeah, Babcock.
Kyle Dubas, who honestly I think is going to be the next GM of the Leafs. Hopefully, that's why I think they got like an older figure,
when he
like
retires.
a father figure, to be kind of like this. Here, son, this is how you deal with buyouts. You don't buy out Mikhail Grabovski and Clark MacArthur and give them off to rivals. Just don't.
Yeah. Staying on the topic of hockey, Rafi Torres' 41-game suspension. That's exactly half the season. Like, and
This
he was
is history.
he was probably only going to play half the games anyways.
Well, the thing was, he had injury problems, so while he did get suspended for more games, he didn't actually play a lot of those games because he was injured. So it's really, technically speaking, it hasn't been that many games since the last time he got suspended.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it was like 9 infractions. He had 3 warnings. He's had 9 fines, and he was suspended like 3 other times or something. No, more than that, because there was the hit to Stoll. There was, we'll look it up right now, but there was a hit to Stoll. There was a ton of other things that he did. Like, he's just, and he doesn't learn. That's what the thing is. He doesn't learn.
Well, he's just one like goon, basically.
Yeah, he's a goon.
But the CBA, sorry, players who repeatedly violate league playing rules will be more severely punished for each new violation. I agree with that.
Yep. And I mean, if it takes half the season, and he was probably only gonna play half of it anyways, because like he's getting old. Like within the next 3 years, he's probably gonna retire. Just saying.
Oh, I don't think anyone else is gonna take a chance on him unless they seriously need some.
And it was kind of funny. We watched a thing that had the hits of like all the suspensions, and he was getting hit. Like the first suspension was in Vancouver, and then Phoenix, and then wherever, and then wherever, and then now San Jose. Like he's just getting thrown around.
He's a journeyman.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because they realize that they don't really need a Rafi Torres on their team. So let's move on to Corey Schneider. He said in an interview that he doesn't care how many games he plays, even 82. By the way, do you know who the Devils' backup is?
Oh, please tell me.
I don't either.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up actually right now.
Because I wonder why. Oh right, that's because he's the only guy in New Jersey that actually I don't know, is good. Kind of like the Leafs, but not really.
Yeah,
good.
like
Good luck finding them.
Yeah, you think they're good, but I mean, like it's tough to say,
Is it
right?
Keith Kincaid?
No.
Yeah, go back. Sorry about this. This is really bad podcasting.
Yeah.
You clicked too much. Oh God, he's
Anthony Brodeur. Oh my God. Anthony. Hold on.
No.
Anthony Brodeur
No.
is
He's
the
AHL.
backup goalie.
He's AHL.
Yeah, but he's their
AHL.
backup goalie.
No. He's AHL.
Look
There's
at what
another
jersey
guy, I
he's
think.
wearing.
Lee Stempniak's still wearing his Rangers jersey. What are
Okay,
you talking about?
that's a good point.
Does Stempniak even play for the
The
Devils?
coach is John Hayes.
Who?
Oh yeah. What's with Tortorella? Not that I really care much. Tortorella. Torts.
You get that through your head.
Anyway, Torts is Team Canada's hockey coach.
Team USA.
Team USA. My bad.
Good-
Definitely not Canada.
Great source, but
Yeah.
great.
Come on, Bing. Don't use Bing.
We're not using Bing.
Yeah,
he's
we're
just
not.
trying. He's just trying to hide the fact that he's terrible at looking up the. Use.
Anyways, Torts.
Use the NHL.com. Gary Bettman might actually give us some good stat websites.
Yeah, but Tortorella is the Tortorella as America's coach. I didn't see that. The only reason that I would see they would do that is because
Good TV. Good
yeah,
TV.
and
Good TV.
he's an NHL coach with experience.
No,
that doesn't have a
Good
job.
TV. Good TV.
Yeah, but he has experience and not a job,
Yeah.
right? So
But good TV because the World Cup of Hockey is the NHL basically being like, hey, look, you know the Olympics? Yeah, we have a meaningless version of this where you have to pay money.
yeah,
Yeah. So more people will watch if Tortorella like slams his thing on the board and goes after
Yeah.
Connor McDavid.
punches the ref in the face. But also talking about head coaches, Buffalo was a team that was looking for one, and I think Buffalo's going to be. Well, I know Buffalo's going to be one of those surprise breakout seasons. Like they're going to be
Buffalo. Tim Murray must despise coming second, and you know what? They might come second in the league.
yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they came second for the Sabres, and they came second in getting Babcock,
Yeah.
and they came in second in.
But now they have Dan Blysma, which I mean he'll be a decent coach for them.
Hey,
But when you look at their top players,
didn't he coach the Penguins to a World or not a World Series?
but I feel like they're gonna have many problems in the future within the next 5 years at least,
Oh.
or at the most 5
entry level
years.
contracts all ending
Yeah,
up.
Jack Eichel in 3 years. Ryan O'Reilly, Cody Franzen, he's only on a 2-year contract. Cody Franzen, Evander Kane, Zenzus Gergensen,
No,
Tyler
Gergensons
Ennis.
is gone. I'm pretty sure.
Brian Giunta. He's probably gonna retire. With
Robin
them.
Lehner.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's another one. Robin Lehner.
Matt Molson.
Robin Lehner, is he good enough to be a starting goaltender? Well, we'll see. He got skipped. He got skipped last year with the guy in the AHL whose goals against average was like 3.87.
Matt Molson, he's another guy. Zach Bogosian. David Legwand.
Oh,
Mike
David
Weber,
Legwand is.
Josh Georges.
They got a lot
They're-
of cap problems.
Yeah. Well, not right now, but soon they're gonna have issues, and they're issues that they're gonna have to trade away. I feel like Chicago.
Hey, Eichel,
they got off
want
lucky.
to come to the Maple Leafs?
Yeah.
No.
You'll like.
Chicago didn't come off lucky. They
No, with their cap issue,
well, right,
they did
like,
lose more than
they
they did.
For 6 years they got really off. They're feeling the bite now.
Mm-hmm.
They're
I mean, they have what's his name?
Kane?
No, the rookie. His name Teuvo.
Teravainen?
Yeah, Teuvo Teravainen.
No.
He's-
But they had to trade away so many of their guys like Sharp, Daly,
Yeah,
Sod.
and they don't have a lot
Sod
of youth,
is
right?
only 21.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of youth. And Teuvo Teravainen, he's a center that he'll be able to fill in. Like Scott Darling, he'll be able to fill in for
Antti Ranta. Or wait, yes, Antti.
Antti Ranta,
Yeah.
Corey Crawford.
Oh,
He's
No.
a little bit slower now.
but hey,
do you know what I mean?
No, I mean
they have a
filling in
couple.
for the goaltender.
They have
Luke.
some good players that when they retire, they have a couple good players that they can like back up on, but like that's it.
Well,
like,
that's
Hjalmarsson, he's old. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, he's a defenseman that he might become a top 4. I think he's gonna stay top 3 though.
Top 6, you mean?
Top 6.
You're not all with it either, are you, bud?
Yeah. They have Andrew Desharnais. He'll be okay, but like in the next few years, they're not gonna be like prime. Like they won the cup in 2010, 2013, 2015. Before that, it was 1961. So when you think about it, it took them 40 years. To forget about the Leafs. It took them 40 years to be able to come to a spot where they're gonna win 3 cups in 5 years. But then in the next 10 years, they're gonna win maybe 1 or 2 in the next 2 years.
Mind you, it wasn't just like bad that they made the playoffs. They just couldn't finish. Like they had Eddie Belfour back when he was good.
Yeah.
And all that.
But
well, that's a problem that all teams
have. Yeah.
Well, like you have a really low point. You go up. You win the Stanley Cup, maybe.
Yeah,
and
you have the peak.
Go right back down.
And that was Toronto's problem. Their peak was a playoff berth, and now they're on the downhill. They're in the middle of a
Randy
rebuild,
Carlisle
right?
to a 2-year contract extension now.
Yeah, yeah. So they've hit their peak. They're on the way back down and starting to come back up. They're in the middle of a rebuild, right? Chicago, they're right at their peak. Pittsburgh, if they don't do it in the next 2 seasons, they're not going to do it at all.
Malkin,
Crosby,
they're another team that's feeling the burn of
Malkin, Crosby, Fleury, and ex-Leaf Kessel. Like, if they're getting old. I know I only know they're only about 30, but they're getting old. Like hockey players wise, like.
Unless you're Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah.
Growing back your mullet.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like Samson, where like all his power was in his hair the entire time. So as soon as he grows it, he'll be.
If you don't know who Samson is, look up Samson. In the Bible. In other news, Andrew Campbell was named the captain of the Toronto Marlies after he cleared waivers.
Well, whatever.
I feel like he'll be good for that team.
He's 28. He's kind of young. He's kind of had a bit of experience. He can help with the younger guys.
Honestly, I think Kapanen, if he stays down in the AHL, I think he should. I think he was definitely a candidate for captaincy, but I'm like if he's an alternate, like I think he's gonna be a role model, like in the future.
Nylander?
Yeah, and Kapanen right now, and maybe Mitch Marner in the future. Right now, they're rookies. They're looking up to people, right?
Well, Mitch Marner is assistant in
an alternate, but
assistant or alternate.
Alternate captain. It's not assistant captain. You can't have an assistant. It's alternate captain. I'm OCD a little bit. But yeah, it's whatever. Like they're looking up to people right now, but I'm hoping as a Leaf fan that in the next 5 years, people will be looking up to them, right? Like they'll be looking up to them for leadership. And,
the next Connor McDavid,
stuff like that. So
so next we're gonna move on to baseball, and let's start with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yep, on to baseball. Blue Jays.
Good.
Finally. What else can we say?
93 wins.
Yep.
What was the last time they won the World Series again? Oh yeah, 93.
In 1993. So.
I know. Maybe as Toronto fans, we've kind of gone a little crazy. So we're wearing tinfoil hats, trying to find out every correlation. Like they had the same win percentage as they did in 92 and 93. This season.
Well, yeah, we say that because who else do we have? We have the Raptors. And we have.
They got swept in the first round.
Yeah, we have the Leafs.
Toronto Rock.
Toronto Rock.
Toronto Rock.
Do you guys probably don't even know what Toronto Rock is?
Who's the captain of the Toronto Rock? Joe Schmidt.
I couldn't even name a player on the Toronto Rock. But anyways, with all the success, it's kind of nice. Like you see all the Chicago bandwagoners and stuff like that for the Blackhawks. Truthfully, I'm waiting for
Penguins.
Yeah,
the old Penguins where it's like I became a fan of Crosby.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the day that there's Leaf bandwagoners, but other than that, right now there is bandwagoners. There's Toronto Blue Jays bandwagoners, and I'm living on cloud 9. This is amazing. A team I cheer for my whole life. Suddenly, there's bandwagoners, and when there's bandwagoners for a team, it
means they're good.
Yeah, it does. It means they're winning.
And
Toronto, take a hint.
I think they've already taken a hint. They've been sold out for most of the games since the Price trade.
Yeah. like, it's crazy.
I love it. It's so fun to see the Rogers Center full.
Yeah, and
it's since it's enclosed, when there's a loud moment, it gets loud.
yeah, and at the All-Star break, we were thinking, all right, we're in the wild card race.
We didn't think we were gonna get a pennant.
A couple weeks ago, we were in the American League race for the American League division against the Kansas City Royals, right, and the Yankees. But
well, no, because we already clinched. By
yeah, we clinched it. But like originally, the race was against the Yankees, but now the Yankees are in a wild card game with the Astros,
which is happening tonight.
Right now. Masahiro Tanaka versus Dallas Keuchel. I think it's Keuchel.
Yeah, it's Keuchel. They wouldn't do anyone other than Keuchel. I mean, he had that one bad outing that kind of cost them the division title, but other than that, he's been solid for them. And there's another one, Cy Young. Who do you think, Price or Keuchel? I mean, I'd like it to be Price.
Yeah, right. I would too.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Keuchel and Tanaka.
MVP Josh Donaldson.
Well,
maybe,
Keuchel's 20 for 8. Tanaka's 12 for 7. And I haven't really seen Keuchel pitch because
Astros.
They usually don't play the Jays, right? But Tanaka, I've seen pitch against the Jays many times.
And he's one of those guys where it's like you get good Tanaka and bad Tanaka.
Yeah, like he is a slider that when it's on, right?
When it's off, it's
when it's off, you're hanging a breaking ball, and you know what they say: you hangy, you bangy, right?
But he, like with an ERA of 3.51, it's really like, I know you got to look at all the stats, but he's really one of those guys where it's like, okay, you get good Tanaka, maybe 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 innings, gets the win, or you get bad Tanaka where it's like 3 innings, 6 earned runs, 11 hits, 2 base on balls, you know?
Yeah.
But who do you think's gonna win tonight?
Well,
let's do our predictions.
There's who I want
Score?
and who I think's gonna win. Honestly, who I think's gonna win, extra innings, Astros. But I want the Astros to win also because I'm a Blue Jays fan and no one likes the Yankees.
Yes.
But when you look at the
What's
Yankees,
the score? What do you think the score is gonna be?
Dallas Keuchel. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game.
Like 1-0.
No, I think it'll be like maybe
3-2.
a 5-4 kind of game, right? But like over the last 5 years, the Yankees versus Dallas Keuchel have been horrible. Like they've been horrible.
Well, they have a lot of lefty batters, right? And
Yeah.
Keuchel's a left-handed pitcher, so
And-
that always brings factors.
And the Astros versus Masahiro Tanaka, there's 3 players that are perfect against him.
Well, that's because they haven't faced him that much, but
Yeah.
what they have faced of him, they have done very well.
Yeah,
yes.
but they've faced Tanaka as much as they've faced Keuchel, right?
Yeah.
So
evenly matched. I think it's gonna be a close game. My prediction is.
and the Astros, I know the Yankees have power and stuff like that, like Greg Bird, batting in eighth or something, he can hit a home run. But when you look at the Astros, I kind of look at them as like similar to a Jays lineup where you look at all the players and you say, oh yeah, he might hit a home run this game. He might have hit a home run this game, right? Like you look at them and say, Greg Bird, okay, he might hit a home run this series.
Greg Bird's one of those guys where he hits a home run or he gets out. He's one. I think his first 6 at bats, or not 6 at bats, like his first 6 hits were 6 home runs.
Yeah.
So.
And also, it's a National League game. It's not a National League game, but never mind. Forget I said that. I didn't say that.
It's in New York.
I know. I was looking at.
And they're both American League teams.
Okay, we're done. But also I know batting averages and RBIs and things like that. But the Astros, like Dallas Keuchel, he's a Cy Young candidate, right? Masahiro Tanaka, not as much, right? Like, he just isn't. He's just not a candidate.
My thing on, I think the Yankees are gonna pull this one out. Maybe like a 5-3 game, 5-4. It's gonna be
Who's the home team?
pretty. The Yankees.
The Yankees are.
Yeah, it's that Yankees because they had a better record.
Yeah.
Right. The that AL West, holy moly,
Mm-hmm.
the Astros and Texas both had not very, very good
Yeah, and speaking about like tough wins and stuff like that, you look at the Jays. They have 94 wins.
93, isn't it?
94 wins, and they've clinched this like a season. They clinched it like at 90-ish wins, right?
Yeah.
You look at the Cubs and Pirates in the NLC, and the Cubs and Pirates, and they have 97 and 98 wins, and they're in a wild card game.
Yeah.
Like if any other team,
NL Central.
like the Yankees are in a wild card game with 10 less wins, 10 less.
Yeah.
Over 10 less, 11 wins less. And that is, it's just that league is so stacked. Like, could you imagine if they changed the division that the teams are in or something like that?
Brought the
like,
Brewers back?
Yeah, to bring back the Brewers.
Well, I mean, Adam Lind.
Yeah, Adam Lind.
All right, so I think that's about enough baseball, you think?
Yeah.
So now we got to get into our little serious faces, all right?
Yes.
Substance abuse.
Yeah. There's a whole big thing about it now in the NHL with cocaine and all the players doing it. And I saw an interview with Kadri, of the Leafs, and he was asked about it, and he was saying like, yeah, it's a bad thing, but like he said he doesn't not do it, but he said being a hockey player is stressful. Like not necessarily being like a John Scott type player where you just run around and hit, right? But being a player, like if you're Kessel and you don't score, not saying he does drugs, but if you're Kessel and he doesn't, like, if he's halfway through the season and has 15 goals, like that's stressful for a player, right? When the second a fan throws your jersey on the ice, it's
that kind of hurts.
Yeah.
You see the back of you see your last name there and your number, and it's like, ooh. And of course, the NFL always having those problems with marijuana. That's like the big problem with.
Yeah, you always see issues with like marijuana and stuff like that, and about abuse and things like that, which honestly I kind of find ridiculous.
The thing is, the problem with the NHL has been that they've kind of just swept it under the rug, and now they've swept so much under the rug that the rug is getting a little bit of lumps, you know, like you're swiping it under the rug and you're lifting it up and you got all those dust bunnies under there, and then there's a lump there, and it's kind of standing out now. While the other leagues, they punished more than the NHL.
Yeah. And in the MLB recently, CC Sabathia, he is not going to be
just yesterday.
Yeah, if just yesterday. Well, what was yesterday? Yesterday was October 5th. If they don't, like, he's going to rehab for alcohol basically, and if they win, like even if they win the wild card game tonight, he's not pitching in the postseason.
No, he's
in rehab.
Dead set on going in rehab.
Yeah,
which really that sucks. You're leaving your team.
Yeah, and he was honest. I feel like he wasn't
going to be there.
He was no. But he was going to be.
He was going to be there.
Yeah, he was going to be third. Yeah, he was probably going to be third, maybe fourth, something like that, right? Like maybe after you put in Tanaka with the slider and stuff, you could put in Sabathia, who can throw an 80-mile-an-hour changeup and then a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, for a big boy, he can really toss it.
Oh, he's huge.
He's like what, 6'6"?
I don't know how tall he is. Like he's
so like, but the thing is, his belly hangs over his belt. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of weird.
He's about 275 pounds.
That's pretty. That's like bigger than Bartolo Colon.
Yeah, he's 35. He is about 6'6"ish. 6'6"ish.
Man.
That.
6.
Oh, he's from California. He's 35 years old.
Ish.
I mean, like, he's a big guy, but
yeah, he's. I guess when you put your weight into it, and if you have a lot of weight into it, you put a lot of weight into it. But yeah, Pineda, he probably would have been second. I think.
He's someone that you can, or maybe Ivan Nova would have been second.
He's hurt.
Yeah, would have been second.
Yes.
Dylan Betances, he was maybe a fourth line, or Nathan Eovaldi.
Fourth line.
Sorry, fourth.
We
in the
moved
rotation,
from hockey
right?
to baseball too fast, didn't
like Panada or like Betances or Nathan Eovaldi. they could be the fourth, right, or fifth in rotation. But Michael Pineda, he probably would have been right next to CC Sabathia, whether it be before or afterwards.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's why
Well, I think even if the Yankees beat the Astros, which I hope they don't, they are gonna struggle with playoff depth.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, they will. Like definitely. Like if you have to sit A-Rod, like just give him a break. Like he's DHing, right? Honestly,
He isn't gonna be able to play in the National League. What? Like
No.
if they even make it to the World Series,
Like
he isn't gonna be.
He'll play
playing.
third.
No, he can't move.
But I mean, like
he can't play third base.
yeah.
They'd put him on first, but they would put him, that would have been where Teixeira was.
Yeah.
But
He broke his leg and they didn't know.
that I don't know how you managed to do
Yeah.
that.
I mean, it's
Like
and he is
and
he has
Ellsbury-
24 errors. He has
Ellsbury
24
is out
errors
of
already,
the-
right? He has 24 errors, so it's one of those risky things that putting him there like might get an error. But you do have his bat in the lineup.
so Brett Gardner, or not Brett Gardner, sorry, Jacoby Ellsbury is out of the wild card game because
Oh, yeah.
he's a lefty batter going against Keuchel, which we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Along
getting
with half
back
of the Yankees lineup.
getting back to the substance abuse thing, the it's kind of hard because imagine just being a normal guy. You're playing baseball, and then
You
suddenly
foul a ball off your leg and you're like, this hurts.
no.
It swells up.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about substance.
Sorry, I'm not very.
Let me do it. Fine.
Just keep going.
This guy. He like it's hard when you're playing your game in high school and college, and suddenly you get drafted, and now you're in the major leagues.
Especially if you're drafted higher up, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're high in the whatever.
Especially for the NHL.
Yep, the NHL.
Maybe not so much for the MLB. Cause
That's
it's
why
like,
the NHL. Like I know MLB is AA and AAA and stuff, but fans still watch. Like fans are looking at their stats and stuff like that. In NHL, you have AHL, which is a combination of
and ECHL. Don't forget that.
yeah. They have a combination of the Orlando Solar Bears.
Yes.
But
Orlando.
But in the AHL with the Marlies, like Mitch Marner, he can spend 3 seasons there, and he'll develop.
Well, no, he'll
to
be in
an
the
NHL
OHL. He'll be in the OHL.
Yeah, he's in the
'cause
OHL for the
of
first year.
rules.
But he has the ability to develop as an NHL player in the AHL. In baseball, you develop as a AAA player in AAA. You can't develop as an MLB player because it's just not the same caliber.
It's different. It's definitely
It's completely different.
But imagine just suddenly you have people wearing your name on the back of the jersey. They have your number. When you come out, people cheer. Maybe you're the closer. Your music comes on, you run out, and you give up home run.
Yeah.
And
you have a 5-run lead. You give up a home run. It's still that impact on you. Even though you didn't lose the game, it still has that. You know what I mean? Like it hurts. You let up a home run, right?
It hurts whenever you give up a run, or a run, or even a hit.
Yeah.
Or walk a guy. Whenever you allow someone on, even if it's an error, it still hurts.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna move on to
science.
Bill Nye, the science guy. And of course, the big news coming out of a little planet, you may have heard of it. It's called Mars.
Yep. It's kind of reddish.
Yeah, you know, it's floating around there in outer space.
Yep.
You know.
Not very important or anything.
Yeah, well, you know.
We found
they
water.
filmed that movie with Matt Damon on it.
Oh, yeah, Martian. Yeah, that movie looks kind of good, actually.
They had Doctor Who was on it a few times, you know. It was in the 50s a lot.
Oh, yeah, and apparently they found water.
Huh?
They found water.
Water?
Yeah, water.
Well, they already found water, right?
Well, yeah, they found it in 2010, but they didn't really...
Ice form.
Well, yeah, they found ice, and obviously they've known there's moisture in the air, but in 2010 they took a picture of something, they didn't know what it was. Recently we found out that it's liquid water, And like this is scientists going crazy everywhere, right?
Including our resident scientist,
Yeah.
who is the other guy right here.
Yeah.
So, please allow to explain these circumstances as to how it can be liquefied.
Well, water on Mars, Mars gets to crazy temperatures.
Yeah.
It gets really cold.
Yeah,
It gets pretty hot. Like,
no, it doesn't get hot. It's
no,
cold.
but it gets warm. Like it gets hot and it gets cold.
It's always below freezing point, though.
No, it's not. No.
It gets higher.
There's 2 planets, Earth and Mars. They're in a livable zone. In the solar system, there's only 2 planets, only us, and Mars is the next closest to the sun. But it gets cold there, obviously, and it gets warm.
Way farther away from the sun.
Yeah, and so the problem with that is ice. It gets cold and it gets really cold, and when it gets hot, it gets hotter than it here, but it doesn't get as hot. So you think, okay, evaporation, is that a thing closer to the sun?
Basically, it's Canada.
Yeah, and it gets colder too, right? So water freezes. Now, in the wintertime, what do you put on your sidewalk so it doesn't melt?
Salt.
Salt.
Snalt.
Yeah, salt.
Salt.
And so
Sodium.
Yeah, and there's problems because they've determined that the only way that there can be water there, like all the time, is if it's very salty, right? And it doesn't freeze. Now, if you've heard of the Dead Sea, that water is extremely salty. It's like 300 or 30 times more.
Is that why it's called the Dead Sea?
Yeah, because nothing can live in there, right? So that's what has scientists not necessarily concerned, but doubting that there'd be life there because it's dead because it's so salty nothing can live in it.
But
right?
still, the fact that there's liquefied water on Mars is kind of cool.
Yeah, like it means that honestly it's a possibility. Like the movie Martian. I want to see it.
Me too.
Maybe
we'll see it and do like a review on it or something.
But like
Why are we whispering? I don't know.
But
Maybe we should stop. Maybe it's kind of annoying for people with headphones. Don't you think?
But there's but it's a major discovery and it's a pretty big thing that like that we were able to find that and that we knew what it was and stuff like that and
well,
yeah.
To close us out, we
received this in the mail right before we started recording. We received it in the mail. And it's in a pretty blank like mail envelope. It's a rectangle white envelope. It's got one of those clear slits in it.
Just one of those things you get at like Staples for
except it says there's stamps on it and it says Portugal, Spain. It says that it's an 80-cent euro stamp on it. And that's all it says, right? Like it's just a couple red stamps.
And 80 cents. Well, not 80 cents,
but
0.8 euros is yeah. Well, it's about $1.
Yeah, it's about $1.20-ish Canadian.
Good old euro. That's always above us.
And inside it, we opened it up and there's a letter in there, and you'll never guess who it's from.
It's from Barrister. It's from Barrister Raul Juan Garcia.
Raul Juan Garcia.
And he's a barrister, which means he's a lawyer.
Yeah, barrister, lawyer, smart.
Lawyers are trustworthy, right?
Yes, sir, especially from Spain.
It's from Heads and Garcia Asociados, LLP.
Yeah, it's from Spain, right?
Oh my, is that Comic Sans? He put Comic Sans on it.
It's from Spain, right?
And he's
Madrid. It's from Madrid, Spain.
Well, actually, they're always from Madrid, Spain.
And it says Ryan's dad's name. And so, all right, we open it up, and it says, "Attention, Ryan's dad."
Firstly, I must solicit your confidence in this transaction. This is by virtue of its nature as being utterly confidential and top secret. Oops.
Top secret.
Top secret.
Oops.
That means sharing it with everyone,
yeah,
right?
definitely sharing it.
Yeah. Though I know that a transaction of this magnitude will make anyone apprehensive. That's
a good word.
Yes.
And he speaks
worried,
Spanish.
But I am assuring you that all will be well at the end of the day.
I got an email the other day from my Nigerian prince, like 20th cousin a million times removed.
Oh, you?
And he
you
said
have one of those too?
Yeah, you do too. Yeah,
everyone does.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And then.
So he starts by introducing himself properly. It may surprise you receiving this letter from me. It is in English.
Yeah. They gotta make it seem a little
buddy.
bit legit.
Since there was no previous correspondence between us. Really?
Oh,
that doesn't surprise me.
And what's it talking about here?
Barrister Raul Juan Garcia. Is barrister part of his name?
Barrister. I think it's like Doctor whatever.
Okay.
So I think it's that kind
A
of.
personal attorney to my late client, Mr. Herbert. My last name. My last name. not
Yeah,
his last name.
his first name Mr. Herbert, and then Ryan's last name.
Yes.
So like Mr. Herbert Smith.
Okay. By the way,
It's
Herbert.
not Smith.
Herbert.
Yeah,
Could he
and Herbert.
come up with a more white
Herbert.
name?
And,
Herbert.
Yeah, and Ryan, by the way, where his family comes from, just like mine, it's like Ireland, Scotland,
Yeah,
Northern Europe.
Not Spain.
Not Spain. We're not Spanish at all.
My purpose of contacting you is for you to help me and secure the funds left behind by my late client. Oh, so he died.
Yeah.
Great.
Well,
to avoid it being confiscated and declared undeclaimed by the bank. The fund valued $11,370,000 US dollars.
That's
nice.
11 million. And
He
it's
wrote-
US dollars.
Oh, even more.
Yeah.
That's like 12 million.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote out the number and then he wrote out it phonetically.
Like,
So-
oh wow.
That's helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Was deposited by my late client. How did he make that much money?
On April 14th, 2007.
Living the fund with no will. Living the fund with no will.
Living the fund with no will. I think it's supposed to say leaving the fund with no will, but, you know. Wait a second. Why was he going to a barrister if he didn't have a will? Just saying.
Yeah, this is starting to get fishy. Oh no, the $11 million was pretty trustworthy.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a weird number too. It's like 11 million to 37 or something. So I'm interested.
Yeah, definitely. The bank has issued me a final notice to contact his relatives / the next of kin, or else the account will be declared unserviceable and the fund will be diverted into the bank treasury. I don't think that really happens. Does the bank just be like, well, there's just money here, better take it?
I feel like if the government or someone would actually take it as, I don't know, or to pay his funeral expenses or
give it to the family and
except
not threaten the family where.
And why would he have no immediate family? Like, why would he be going across the ocean? Anyways,
his name's Herbert.
Yeah, we know it's fake. Continue.
His name's Herbert. That's why he doesn't have anyone.
Yeah, just continue.
Sorry, anyone who's named Herbert.
Yeah, sorry,
there
Herbert.
aren't many.
Smiths.
So far, all my efforts to get a hold of someone, he spelled, so it's not someone as
It's
all together,
some space one.
related to my late client has been in vain. How?
Yes, how was that in vain? Please elaborate.
Hence, I have decided to look for a reliable foreigner that has gotten the same surname with my late client, and I have contacted you. So we're not even really related to
he
him.
says he doesn't even know if we're related. It just has the same last name.
So it's just like, okay, so there's this Canadian guy with the same last. He's trustworthy.
And to mention, the header at the top here where it says by Heads and Garcia Associates, it's got like
clip art.
It has clip art. It has clip art with reference numbers. It was founded in 1983, and apparently it was dated for what's that? September 28th, 2015.
Wow, mail's fast, son.
Yeah, and it's October 5th. 6th.
Good way to know the date. It's right.
It's
there.
October 6th.
Seriously, it's right.
It's
there.
October 6th, and the microphone we bought took us half that length to come, like an hour drive.
It wasn't an hour drive.
A 2-hour drive. 2-hour drive. Mississauga's not that far. It doesn't matter, but I mean that was pretty fast mail, especially with Canada Post and all the issues right now. But anyways,
Canada.
Continue.
Well,
how do we get this $11 million?
I am actually asking for your consent to present you to the bank as the next of kin, as you have the same surname. Oh, he's repeating himself. That's good.
Yeah.
So that the
Always
proceeds
trustworthy.
of this account can be paid to your account. So basically, he's just gonna go up to the bank, be like, "Hey, there's a guy, same last name. Give him the money.
Yeah.
He's trustworthy."
But what do we have to do to get the money from him?
Well, he wishes to point out that I want 10% of this money to be shared among the charity organizations. That's with air quotes.
I see.
While the remaining 90% is shared equally between us.
Wait a second. So he wants 10% as payment. So that leaves
No,
90%.
That's for charity. That's for
Okay.
charity.
So 10% goes to charity.
Yeah, definitely.
And then,
charity.
which definitely would not be to himself. And then there's 90% is split between them. So that's 45% each. Well, he's already getting 10%. So us, theoretically, the rightful owners get 45%.
Well, we're not rightful owners. We're just
No,
some
no,
random
no.
guy with the same last name.
Yeah, but he gets 55%. Doesn't make sense, but what else did he say?
This transaction is entirely risk-free.
Risk-free.
A, that's trustworthy.
A, he's definitely not Canadian.
A. I will use... Oh, wait, sorry. I will use my position as the client's personal attorney.
Personal attorney.
Personal attorney, huh. To guarantee the successful execution of this transaction.
Successful execution.
Yeah, he's gonna rub some personal attorney lawyer dust.
Some of that Madrid, Spain dust.
Yeah, that's cocaine.
Cocaine, eh?
If you're interested, yes.
We already talked about drugs.
Yes.
Let's go.
If you're interested, please contact me via, this is for everyone, telephone plus 34672820836.
Or
Fax.
you can fax them.
Fax. Oh, yes. What is this, 1993? Fax. Oh, the Blue Jays would have been good then.
Yeah, Blue Jays were good.
Fax plus 34917903861. If anyone has a fax machine, fax them.
And so for being such a legit barrister and everything, you'd think he'd have a mature email, right? So you can contact him at raulgarcia34@mail.com.
Hey, Raul
Couple things
Garcia
here.
was taken.
Couple things here. .com. At mail.
I didn't know mail was a
Yeah, I didn't either.
business.
And .com. If he's over in Spain, it wouldn't be .com, right? Like in
Isn't
Canada,
it
it's
.es?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it might be. But like in Canada, it's .ca, right? Things like that.
Yeah.
But what else do you say at the bottom there?
I will contact you. Upon your response, or you can fax me your personal phone and fax numbers. What? You can fax me your personal phone and fax numbers. So, you fax him, and then you fax him.
Yeah, so
he fax you.
it's like an email, but you print it off.
This is like You've Got Mail. I will contact you as soon as I receive your fax, and I shall then provide you with more details and relevant documents.
Relevant documents.
That will help you understand more on this transaction.
Transaction.
The indeed transaction will be executed under a legitimate arrangement.
Okay.
Legit. No
Legit
way.
arrangement. So that means the arrangement. How can an arrangement be not legit? How can you have an arrangement? Like, if I arrange to meet you somewhere at 5 o'clock, it's not a legitimate arrangement? Like, we both know that we're not actually meeting there at 5, we're meeting at 4:30? Then why would you
I don't think you're getting
that?
the point of this. He kind of went into a word generator and was like,
Yeah.
I need some words that sound
Word
big.
generator, also known as Google Translate. So, you know how it is.
Okay, we'll be executed under a legitimate arrangement that will protect you and me from any breach of the law. You and me.
Oh, both of us.
Specifically him.
Alright, okay.
Because, he is going against the law because we aren't the guy's next candidate.
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes, Herbert.
Poor Herbert.
Poor Herbert.
Rip in
Herbert
peace.
Smith.
Rip in peace, Herbert. Rip in peace.
Rip.
How... God, we are so immature.
A little bit.
I hope the mic didn't pick that up.
Probably did.
Did you raise your leg there, too?
Alright.
However, if this business proposal offends your moral ethics, please do accept my sincere apology. Stealing money from a dead guy?
And only giving 10% to charity, while you get 55% and we get 45%.
That isn't divisible. Please do accept my sincere, on my heart, apology. If on the contrary you wish to achieve this goal with me,
Yes.
kindly get back to me with your interest for further explanations.
Further explanations.
Kindest regard. And then it's cut off by. It looks like it. Is it a stamp?
It looks like a stand that has address and the
Like
date.
a stamp.
Yeah,
Stamp.
it has his address and his date and stuff.
Heads. Is that? Yeah, it is.
Heads and Garcia.
Asidiodos LLP, Madrid, Spain. Date 28/09/15. Oh, and it's even got like the little. No, that is that? I can't tell.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
But anyways,
he stamped out his own like bottom part
yeah.
with kindest regards.
So
So
that's gonna do it
From-
for this first episode.
from Barrister Raul Juan Garcia, Mackenzie, and me, kindest regard.
Yes, Kindest Regar. Kindest Regar.
Okay.
Stay tuned if you're listening to us on YouTube. That's great. If not, you can listen to us on YouTube. Listening to us on SoundCloud, great. If not, you can listen to us on SoundCloud too, and you can download it from there. So So yeah,
We might get Apple iTunes anytime.
if we do, we'll notify you.
Kindest Regar.